nutrition we need to start with. At Cherokee Barbell Strength and Nutrition, we have partnered with Healthy Steps Nutrition to support our clients using framework that is guided, tested, and proven. We believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we focus on a simple habit-based approach. But we know that helping you become the best and healthiest version of yourself isn't just about what you eat or going to the gym a few hours a week. We must focus on holistic approach, addressing nutrition, stress management, mindset, support system, and lifestyle. These all are their success stories that all the affiliates that have joined the Healthy Steps Nutrition, they just put it on the slide, which is incredible, actually. What are we covering today? Today, we're going to dive into some fundamentals of nutrition, 3 tips to skyrocket your performance, and some frequently asked questions, including supplementation and where to get started. If you're like most of our clients, you understand that in order to improve performance, we must be consistent in the gym. Too often, we overlook the other 23 hours of the day and how they influence our performance, recovery, and ability to decrease inflammation. Today, we're going to talk about 3 tips to help you skyrocket your performance. In a sea of supplements, pills, and powders that claim many performance benefits, we must not forget the foundation of health and fueling our body with the whole foods. Our first core nutrition principle is whole foods. Eat meats and veggies, nuts and seeds, some fruits, little starch, and minimal added sugar. No pills, supplements, or powders will magically skyrocket your performance when skipping tip number 1. Let's dive into the macronutrients and how they are related to performance. The role of protein. Protein plays a vital role in our body structure and enzymes. Protein is also involved with hormone health and immune function. Protein is the building block of muscle. Without adequate amount of protein, it is impossible to build the muscle you are working so hard for in the gym. This means we need to consume protein with all meals and snacks. The role of carbs. Carbohydrates are not our enemies. Carbohydrates are our body's main source of fuel and primary source of our energy during exercise. Carbs prevent protein from being used as energy, which is important because we need protein for building muscle. Carbs are the biggest umbrella of macronutrients. Examples include fruits, beans, rice, bread, pasta, veggies, starch, candy, juice, and so much more. Carbohydrates that should be prioritized to improve performance are high in vitamins and minerals and contain limited added sugar, which promotes inflammation. When focusing on whole foods, first, we are consuming quality carbs to promote recovery and optimal health. The role of fats. Fats plays a role in our membranes and aids in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, which is A, E, D, and K. Fat is the most calorically dense macronutrient, providing 9 calories per gram. A little fat goes a long way. Examples include nuts, seeds, oils, and animal fats also contain protein. Fats that are going to be ideal for performance would contain omega-3, which fights inflammation and help with recovery. Examples include wild-caught salmon, mackerel, herring, almonds, and walnuts. Proper hydration. Dehydration can decrease performance by up to 20%. This means we need to go into our workouts properly hydrated. Benefits of staying hydrated: maintain plasma volume, decrease fatigue, prevent injuries, reduce the risk of heat exhaustion or heat stroke, which is super common when it comes into the high schools and middle schools and college settings. We have to hydrate properly. Can you be too hydrated? Yes. Over-consuming water can deplete sodium from your cells and cause hypothermia, low sodium, right? It is imperative that endurance athletes replace sweat lost via fluid intake containing about 4% to 8% of carbohydrate solution and electrolytes during training or competition. It is recommended that athletes drink about 500 milliliter or about 20 ounces of fluid solution 1 to 2 hours before an event, and continue to consume cool or cold drinks in regular intervals to replace fluid loss due to sweat. Here's an example that I usually use is when it's really, really hot, I have a Gatorade, just a liquid Gatorade that you can buy from a grocery, and I have the powder Gatorade. And I mix a little bit of powder Gatorade into the liquid Gatorade, and I drink about 20 ounces before my workout, especially during hot times. Natural sources of electrolytes. You can supplement the electrolytes from a powder version, which is Gatorade, and then IV liquid, and there's so many other like Noon, so many other brands out there. But don't forget the natural sources of electrolytes. Some of the common electrolytes found in the body are calcium, chloride, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, and sodium. Great food sources that's going to back these up: spinach. One cup of cooked spinach has a daily intake value of 24% calcium and 73% of magnesium. Pickle juice. I know it sounds gross, but it's actually pretty good. Pickle juice. And I know, Amelia, you like pickles. Drinking pickle juice has become more common, and there is science behind the trend. Typical pickle juice is loaded with sodium and chloride, which may be why it is framed to reduce the duration of muscle spasm after workouts. Lemons, good source of potassium, calcium, and magnesium. You can throw some lemons into your water. You can throw some even oranges, cut that bitterness a little bit. Nuts, almonds and cashews, good source of magnesium, calcium, and potassium. Fueling for workouts before your workout tips. Fueling for workouts is best done within 3 hours of your workout, because you don't want to go into a workout like your stomach is full. So start within 3 hours. Fueling your body before workouts are important to ensure your glycogen, carbohydrate, stores are ready to go for optimal performance. If you're working out first thing in the morning, liquids are digested faster than solid food and might be easier for your body to tolerate. Examples might be half a smoothie, drinkable yogurt, applesauce with protein powder, which that is my favorite one. Applesauce mixed with a little bit of protein powder. I still do this when I even work out on a PM time, because I don't want to go work out with a heavy stomach that your body's trying to digest and using the energy to digest the food instead of using it for your workout. If you're working out in the middle of the day, consume a balanced meal 1 to 2 hours before. If you're eating within 1 hour, limit the amount of fat consumed, as fat slows down the digestion, because it's more calories, right? 9 grams per calorie. So it slows down your digestion even more. During your workout, if you're doing a 60-minute class, or if you're training for 60 minutes to 75 minutes, your fuel should be consumed before the workout, not during it. During the workout, we want to stay hydrated. Remember to consume electrolytes if you're sweating. especially during the hot times. And some of the gyms does not have air condition like we have, right? You have to use electrolytes. During the workout, we want to stay hydrated, consume electrolytes. One of our favorite electrolyte supplement is Noon. One of my favorite one is the liquid IV and Gatorade powder. Post-workout fuel is recommended within 30 to 60 minutes of exercise because fat slows down digestion. We want to prioritize protein and carbs post-workout. Now, remember, it's more important to focus on balance and eating enough throughout the day than just hyper-focus on your post-workout fuel. Here are some examples of what you might have before and after your workout. Feel free to take a screenshot of for this for easy reference for the future. Applesauce mixed with protein powder. Rice cakes, that's another one that I really like. I actually put some rice cakes and a little bit of peanut butter. And after that, you want to consume carbohydrates and protein. So just feel free to take a screenshot of it. Okay. If you're looking to lose weight, doing a regular 60-minute class, weightlifting class, CrossFit class, whatever that is that you're doing, following the plate method for your meal after your workout will provide you with the macronutrients and the fuel you need to recover. If you're training extended workouts or have goals of building muscle, or your post-workout meal will look slightly different to ensure you are getting the fuel you need to recover and build muscle. Third of the plate, veggies, protein, starch. You will notice you're having more protein and starch for post-workouts fuel with this meal, okay? Prioritize rest and recovery. This is super important, okay? We recommend amount of sleep for adult is 7 to 8 hours. Research shows that athletes may need additional hours to proper recovery. Don't forget your body recovers when you're sleeping. Nutrition is super important, right? But your body is going to recover when you're sleeping. Sleep is vital for hormone regulation and building muscle. When we don't sleep enough, hormone regulation is all out of whack, which will inhibit our ability to lose weight, perform our best, and build muscle. Activity, box breathing. I don't know if anybody, guys, you heard this, but box breathing. If you're struggling falling or staying asleep, you might want to try this. Box breathing is a technique that has been shown to calm the central nervous system and your mind to allow you to go back to sleep. Here's how it works. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, okay? The idea is you keep doing it until you fall back to sleep. I think this is something that Air Force pilots are using because I think they might have to just stop and then go to sleep very quickly because that's their only time to go to sleep. They're using this system to go to sleep. This is a great technique to use when you find yourself worked up or stressed as well. It just calms your nervous system. Tip 3, stress management and mindset. Your thoughts influence your actions, which directly indicates your performance. It's not surprising that the third tip to skyrocket your performance is related to your mindset. When you have chronic stress, your body stays alert, even though there is no danger. Over time, this puts you at risk of health problems, including high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, depression or anxiety, skin problems such as acne or eczema, menstrual problems. What can you do? Find productive ways to manage your stress. One of our favorite books is Soundtracks by John Okoff. He talks about how to overcome overthinking. Overthinking is when what you think gets in the way of what you want. Let's make this practical. Let's say you look at the workout for tomorrow or your training, and all you can think about is how hard it is and how you're going to struggle with one part of the workout or the whole workout, because it's a very difficult moment for you. You keep replaying how tough it is going to be. Then when you get to the gym, you are doing the workout, all you can think about is how hard it is. We were all done this and still probably doing it, myself. Versus, think about it this way. You see a workout and you know it's going to be a challenge. You tell yourself, I've been working really, really hard. It's going to be fun to see how this one goes. During the workout, you tell yourself, good job, you're doing your best. At the end of the workout, experience who had the better workout. 10 out of 10, version number 2. You need to keep telling yourself you're doing a great job. You're doing the best you can. This is a really good quote. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Think about it this way. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Turkey Barbell Strength and Nutrition Principles follows the Healthy Steps Nutrition Principles. Let's recap in here. In order to skyrocket our performance, we need to start with the foundation of our core nutrition principle. Number 1, focus on whole foods first. We should start choosing whole food options and less processed foods packed with sodium, fat, and sugar. A simple way to start this is by reshaping your plate using the plate method. Number 2, focus on balance of macronutrients. Again, the macronutrients is your protein, your carbs, and your fats. When we say balance, we mean does every meal and snack you consume throughout the day contain carbs, protein, and fat? Pairing each meal and snacks with all 3 of these macronutrients will keep you fuller and longer. Most people will feel their best while fueling their busy days and activity with 40% of carbs, 30% of fat, and 30% of protein. Again, we consume more carbs, right? Please note that individual breakdowns may vary depending on your goals and where your level is. Number 3, limit the number of processed carbs and sugar, because processed carbs is actually also have processed fats, right? Limit the number of processed carbs and sugar. The HAA recommends no more than 6 teaspoons, about 24 grams for women, and 9 for men, about 36 grams of sugar, added sugar. The average person consumes over 150 pounds of sugar per year. That is 46 teaspoons per day, about 160 plus grams. It is not surprising sugar is super addicting and feels hidden in almost every food product you find in a package. And there are some frequently asked questions that I have already taken prior to this, and I will go through those with you. Is there really only a 30-minute window after my workout to feel my body? 30-minute window question. This is a great question, and one of that gets asked often. While it is ideal for fueling your body within 30 to 60 minutes of a workout, that's not the only thing that matters. Nutrient timing after your workout will not transform your performance or your body composition alone. What matters more is what you're eating. Whole foods, adequate amount of micronutrients throughout the day, and prioritizing your sleep. Moral of the story: your protein shake after your workout isn't the secret weapon to your performance. Do I need a protein supplement or pre-workout? Most of our clients do not get enough protein throughout the day, meeting their goals. That is the hardest macronutrient to fill in. If you're consuming protein at all meals and still find it tough to get enough in throughout the day, or you're struggling to eat within 30 to 60 minutes of your workout, a shake could be a good option for you. Whey protein is a gold standard for building lean muscle mass and would recommend post-workout. If you have an allergy to milk, pea protein would be a good plant-based substitute. If your primary goal is to build muscle, casein might be a good option for you. It's best consumed at night because it is a slow digestion protein, okay? You can actually make a pudding out of casein too. It is actually pretty delicious. Pre-workout oftentimes might contain too much caffeine, leaving you feeling jittery. Remember to focus on whole foods first. Pre-workout, I usually use BCAAs or again, a Gatorade with a powdered Gatorade mix in. And BCAAs are great for muscle recovery as well. Where should I start? That is a great question. I want you to start with one thing at a time. When you focus one thing, you will be 80% successful to maintain that one thing. When focusing on two things, you're less than 30% successful to maintain that one thing. And focusing on three things, you'll be less than 5% successful. What's standing out to you the most of the three tips? Prioritizing whole foods, prioritizing sleep and recovery, stress management and mindset. Maybe you're thinking, all of this sounds great, but I really need the support and accountability. Awesome. That's exactly what our nutrition coaching program is for. You work with one-on-one with an expert coaching to set goals and create a plan focusing on one thing at a time. And the HSN coach will keep you accountable to your goals. The personalized support and accountability are what sets our program apart from every other program out there. And we would love to walk beside you on your health and your wellness journey. And these all are, again, some of their success. This is incredible. They have helped 45,000 people. Then we are including in that. And this is Henry. He followed our program as well. And that is me right there. After my pregnancy, I lost 70 pounds following this simple program through HSN. Our nutrition program is backed by Healthy Steps Nutrition, who has helped over 45,000 people all around the world take control of their health. We have 90-day transformation program in place at all times. If you have any other questions, please feel free to email me, ask me, direct message me through social media.